Okay, thanks, Jeff, so much for taking time to chat with me today. And I'm so excited to look at the demo. I just know, since my specialty is an efficiency coach and I'm like try to be the epitome of being organized. And so I just noticed I want to try and look into new ways besides just using maybe my file folders on my computer to try and keep track of all my clients and all of the information. And so I think what I know is, an ADMC member recommended me to you. And I know your company helps probably a couple members, but I want to talk to you directly just to get the information from the horse's mouth, so to speak. And then, yeah, maybe this can help a lot of the other consultants. I'm going to reach out to them and ask how they're kind of keeping track. And then I'm glad that we're recording this. So maybe, yeah, they can view it and see if this is a better way to go.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I think I'm super excited. We got connected and got introduced, and I think this is going to be right up your alley. I mean, it really is a match made in heaven for coaches and consultants, because it really deals with what they deal with on the front line, which is people, the human capital piece of the dental practice, right? And influence managing the team, influence behavior change, really helping the culture, and then just helping put into play processes and operational efficiencies. So it's just perfect for coaches and consultants. So super excited, Candace, to share this with you, and we can just you can ask questions along the way, and we can just kind of walk you through the tool.
Yeah, because the other thing I just wanted to ask you real quick, Jeff, is Cambeo, how long have they been in business?
Yeah, so we have been around for about 8 years,
Okay.
but we've been in dentistry for about 3.
Okay.
We pivoted, and now dental is really our bread and butter. That's really our focus. We have built over the last 3 years products specifically for dental. So there's some tools in here in our system that are really literally built from scratch for dental and for dental coaches and consultants. So there's a lot of value. That's our passion. Our mission is to help the dentistry industry. So we've been around for a few years, but have been helping and supporting dentistry for about 3 years.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm excited. I guess we can dive into a demo and you can kind of show me what this is about.
Absolutely. Let's share my screen here. Okay. Did that show up for you?
Yes, I see it.
Perfect. Okay. So Candace, what happens here with our system is that, so it's actually a pretty rich tool that has a lot of capabilities for coaches and consultants to be able to use with their practices. What I did is for this is actually there's some real data in here that I'll show you. So that the system is built out. It's sanitized for our client confidentiality. So everything that you see from a data standpoint is confidential so I'm not sharing anything that's unique or personal, but the data is real. So it has come, and it is real data that's coming from a practice. The way that this works is that our tool, our suite, is made up of 5 products. Those 5 products are on the left over here on our navigation bar. Those are made up of the assessments to the learning library. Those are the 5. So assessments, performance reviews, checklists and audits, tasks, and learning library. The whole mission of Cambeo, the whole purpose that Cambeo is really built, is to be able to take these tools that really, Candace, have previously been fragmented, right? Like these things aren't new. Like people training and development, that's learning library, right? That's not new. Assessing the pulse of the team, how they're feeling, are they stressed? Are they anxious? Are they going to be quitting anytime soon? Like that's not new, right? But our feeling is these 5 products really make up the power to be able to allow somebody, a coach or a consultant, and a doctor who they're working with, to be able to really understand that people side of the practice that's never been able to really been quantified. That's what this tool does. And these tools have been fragmented. And so we've created kind of a one-stop shop so that it's just one place for all these valuable assets to be put into. The way that this is set up from a kind of an admin perspective is that our coaches and consultants who we work with who use Cambeo, we set them up with kind of a parent company. So their setup is kind of the master portal for their specific clientele. Then we set up each of their clients as a child company. So, and then through the parent company, a coach or consultant can masquerade, we call it, into their child company so they can see. But the nice thing is the children company can't, all of your clients can't see each other. They're all unique individual companies within Cambeo. And so the doctor can see their own team in it, but they can't see another doctor's team, right? Or anything that's going on with another doctor. So the coach has the master account with each client having these what we call child accounts. So what I did in preparation for today's demo with you is I created I logged into a child company's account that I can show you because that's really where the value comes, is for a coach is to get in and see this on the ground level, which is the client's level, right? So just know this isn't a coach's account, but I've masqueraded from a coach's account into this. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I didn't even know that. See, I just thought Cambeo was to help the consultant keep all of their clients' information straight and information on the team members and the practice altogether. But that is so cool that the consultant's client gets a portal and gets to log in and see basically the progress that they're making, correct? And where they're at.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's what really what we want to do is we want to we consider the relationships we build with our coaches are really partnership relationships. It's not a vendor-client relationship. It's a partnership relationship, because what we want this to be really something that you as a coach or consultant can take and offer as another value to your client. So it's like, and it becomes something that's sustainable and it's sticky. It's gluey, right? Where it's like, this is a tool that can be used every month that through a coach or consultant you can be offering. We white label it. Like we'll put your logo, your colors, like we just become your technology partner, and you become the all-star in your client's eyes, because you're saying, I'm giving you this for working with me. You get this really incredible resource with this technology tool.
Wow. Okay, cool. I'm so excited. Okay.
So let's go through this then. Does that sound okay? We'll just walk through the quick overview of each one. So I'm going to have to just kind of go with the tip of the iceberg because of the sake of time. But feel free, just ask questions as we go along. I will pause kind of periodically, but feel free to just jump in if there's something you want to look at specifically.
Okay.
Let me explain as I'm getting into this first product. What we have found is when we partner with coaches and consultants, there's really 3 of our 5 products, Candace, that really become really interesting to coaches and consultants. I mean, I think all of them are, but I think there are 3 that really stand out. They become super valuable. And what I'll do is I'll actually go over those 3, and then I'll at the end, I'll talk about the other 2 as well, because I think it's good to know all 5, but I will spend the majority of the time on the 3 that most coaches really find the most
utilized.
Yep. The most interesting.
Okay.
And by far, this assessment tool is one that every coach, just when they see it, they just love it, and it adds so much value to what they're doing. What it is, you think, and I use this term a lot, think SurveyMonkey on steroids for dental coaches. It really is. It's really what it does is it's an anonymous survey that you can send out to the team of your client, and then it in real time it quantifies all this data that is so valuable to understand on the culture and the team dynamics. That's really what it's doing, Candace. It's measuring the team dynamics and the culture of the dental practice.
That's great.
We've pre-built it that we give every coach or consultant that works with us. We give them pre-built assessments that are already in there, but you can also build your own. It's fully customizable. So
that's good.
Questions that we missed, or if there's something you want to, we have lots that build their own or use ours and tweak them a little bit. Regardless if you use ours or you build your own, the way that this works is these questions, and I'll go into the questions and more here in a second, but all of the questions in the survey are assigned to these dental specific categories. So when you run this assessment or this survey out to your team, then the data comes back and it tells you your categories that are dental specific, that are weak, like your bottom scoring categories, and your top scoring categories. And this is real, honest, transparent feedback from the team, right? This is data team members are giving, saying this is how we're feeling, right? Which is so valuable. It's something that really can't be quantified by just going on site. I'm not trying to downplay the power of being on site and seeing it, but something like this where they're able to give open, honest feedback because it's anonymous. They can really be honest and give you this amazing data that most coaches and most dental practices have never had before.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll go into a couple quick just dashboard reports that I'll show you. This one is you're diving into the questions. It will outline every single question. If you work with a multiple location practice, you can drill down. If it's just one location, it will automatically just show that one location pulled up. And then you can actually filter into the categories. So if like communication on that previous dashboard page that I was showing, communication was the lowest scoring category. You actually click on communication and you can scroll down and you actually can see specifically which questions in your communication category scored really low and what team scored low. I mean, this is incredible insight that you can, okay, where do I need to focus on? What are the issues, right? And that's what this report gives you.
Wow. Nice.
Right.
Okay.
You also get some incredible, and so you can break down into all your different categories. You you can break into the questions. You can do free form, so you can have, and it's anonymous, again, randomized. So this answer does not equal the first answer in your second question because we want to keep it anonymous. So we randomize the answers. We have a little word cloud map or cloud heat map thing here that allows to pull the most common word right in all the answers for your different questions. So just really, really good feedback that you can get to understand what's going on. How healthy is your team? I mean, Candace, really that's what we're trying to do here is very, very often when we talk to a dental organization, we ask them, how healthy is your practice? 9 times out of 10, they'll always revert to the financials. And that's important. But we also feel like just as important is the health of the team and the culture. And that's what this really helps is identifying how healthy the team and the culture is.
Okay.
Questions or thoughts or comments on this section?
Nope.
Okay. Something you think could be valuable? Could be
Definitely.
used?
Yes, definitely. This is valuable for sure.
Cool. So super helpful. And then obviously there's a lot of value in correlating this data to financials. We have this other report I'll show you just so you can, from a financial standpoint, it's called the heat map. So whether you have one location or multiple locations, you can say, I want to look at all of the data, all the questions that were below 70 in red, and then anything in 80 in green. The darker the color is, the farther away it is from your benchmark data point. And then you can just quickly see where the issues are. If it's a multiple location practice, you can see across the company where the locations are across the team. And really, when you have a multiple location practice, the financials will always correlate with the team data. Meaning, if there's a lot of red in one location, I can almost guarantee you the financials will be really low. And this is a good way to say, help the doctor or the owner say, you know what, let's focus on this location because your financials are low and your team scores are really low. So there's a lot of work that we can be done in this practice, and it gives the data that the doctor says, oh yeah, absolutely, we need to work on that practice.
Okay.
So, okay. Cool. Any other thoughts, questions on that?
No, I got that.
Okay. Let's go to Learning Library. This is our training. So basically what we've done here is we've created a system that allows you to be able to come in and really see and run your content, your training content. So what happens is you manage this from your parent company. So again, this is how it's so smooth and so easy for a coach or consultant, because this content right here, like I'm just going to scroll down, these are our modules, but this content is what makes up your learning library. You upload it, it's really easy. There's an upload button right here. You can upload it, build out your content, documents, videos, audio files, webinars, articles that you've written. I mean, there's lots of ways that you can kind of build out your library. But it's really nice where you actually build it in your parent company or your master portal account that you would have as the coach. And then you can share it with your children clients, right? Within the account, you can say, I want this video to go with this client. So you don't have to recreate it for each one of your clients. It's really, you manage it from your parent company, your master portal account into your clients' accounts.
Gotcha.
Or you can share all of it with them, right? I mean, you can build out, and the way that this works, if you actually build out like courses and learning programs, and you can have quizzes part of these, so you can assign a quiz to a video. We have an e-signature component, Candace, for documents. So you can have them e-sign that they read a document, and then it timestamps it, and you can have it set up where it sends you a copy, it sends the doctor a copy. There's just a lot of cool kind of accountability pieces that we've built into this tool to help you guys manage your e-learning, training and development. Now, this does not mean this is not built to replace on-site training and development, but obviously with our current situation with COVID-19, most of everything right now is going e-learning. And then even when it gets back to so-called normal, there's power in e-learning. There is, and there's power in being able to still engage with your clients, even if you're not on site.
Right, I totally agree. Because when I train, I implement systems and then I train the team. And what I do is I have them sign off that they were trained on a specific task, just so that in the future they can't, turn around and say, "Oh, nobody showed me how to do that." You know what I mean? Like you said, creating accountability. So I would have them sign it in here. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's really easy. You'd come in and there's for you, since you own the content, you can edit it, you can delete it, but then you would give the ability, either you would do this or the doctor or the person, like maybe an office manager, they would have the ability to view or assign it. So if you give a doctor a course, right, that like 5 videos, 2 articles, and a quiz that you've built that you want the employees to do, the doctor can come in and actually assign it to the employees, or you can assign it to the employees. So and then it just goes out. The employees are assigned. They have to go through it. It tracks who's done it, who it's been assigned to. There's a whole reporting. This demo account doesn't have a lot of reports, but you can come in here and you can see all the different courses that were sent out. You can click on the course. It opens up the employee that was all the employees, all right? You can click on the employee's name. It can actually take you in to their report page for each employee. So you can see everything that they've been assigned. You can see what they've completed. You can see the progress. You can see scores of their quizzes. So, I mean, it's just really cool with that visibility it also gives you. So I think the big takeaway in my mind for the learning library, the training piece, is the accountability that it gives you and the visibility that it gives you.
Yes, definitely. And the owner can track and log in himself or herself and check the status of their team's scores and how they're doing.
Yeah. So, I mean, how can you imagine how the value that gives to the doctor was you're like saying, hey, I'll be helping you do this because obviously I'm supporting you as a thought partner, right? Being your coach or consultant, but they, at their fingertips, they can log in and see exactly what's happening with their team. Just because it becomes super powerful for them. Yeah. So we get a lot of positive feedback on this piece because it's just so simple, but so powerful. And I think this is one of the tools I was telling when we were starting that, Candace, that we built some of these tools from scratch for dental, and this is one of them. We set out and built this learning library, this training piece from scratch for dental. And one of the biggest themes that we heard when we were talking to a lot of our clients and getting feedback on what they'd want in an LMS, a learning management tool or e-learning tool, they kept telling us we want something simple but super powerful. The tools they were using were just too complicated, too many bells and whistles. There's a lot of stuff they didn't use, and they said just build it simple but powerful so it's easy to use, and that's what we did. Yeah.
All right, so those are the 2 popular ones. You said there's another 3rd popular one, right?
Yeah. So checklists and audits are pretty popular. This allows you to, and this could be right up your alley because I think this could be a lot of what it comes to a system implementation is the ability to create any kind of process or program or system as a checklist or an audit. Super powerful. So, but Candace, I love this part. I love this tool, but there's so many different ways to use it that I found when I'm doing these demos that the easiest way to kind of get your mind to grasp how this works is to show you 3 or 4 different examples that are different to see kind of the ways you can use this, right? Because really, it's really limitless on on how you want to set up these. So let me show you 2 or 3 different examples, use cases. So this first one is a telephone audit. Basically, what you're doing is you're auditing your employees and how well they're doing on their telephone skills. So this is an example of two people on the same date. That normally doesn't happen. Normally, like you have the same person doing it, but this is maybe January, then you have February, then you have another column for March, or maybe quarter one, quarter two, and then it gives you some trending, like are they going up or down, right? And then it pulls up. This pulls up really nicely on your phone or your tablet. So you can literally be in the office and be scoring them while you're on their phone. You could tell them you're doing it, or you could just listen kind of indirectly and then score them. But this it's fully customizable, so you can set up however you want. This company set it up so it's 1 to 3. So a 3 was the best, and a 1 was the worst. And then you can see Michael scored the front desk telephone, the people on the front desk on what they were talking on the phone. He gave them these scores, and Denise gave them these scores, right? And then there's little comments that can be written as well. So so that's one example. This is the back. This is the back end, right? This is the dashboard. When you're filling out the audit, it comes up really nicely. It kind of looks like this, but the question will come up, and then they'll be able to score that you click on your phone. You can click it and then write in some comments if you want, and then it just automatically in real time will populate the audit here in the dashboard.
Okay.
Another example is our patient chart. This one was a yes or a no, so there was no score. It was literally 1 is a yes and 0 is a no. And so you can see here all your patient charts information that this company, this practice wanted their charts to be filled out with. Now they didn't obviously go through every single chart. This group randomly picked, say, 10 patient charts every month, right? And they just did a quick audit on that. And then the person doing it would mark 1 if it was complete, or 0 if it wasn't complete. And then you could see kind of the chart audit that they did on the patient's charts. And then it goes go ahead.
Jeff, that was my question. Who enters the scores?
Whoever is assigned. Again, each one of these use cases is a little different. There's so many ways to use this. Like this example would most likely, a coach, when they go on site, Candace, you could, when you're on site, you could actually do this as well, and you could be one of the people doing it, and then you could assign it to be an office manager and also the doctor maybe, or maybe the lead of the team that's over patient charts could also do it. So you can have multiple people do it. You don't have to be the only one doing it. So a phone audit, the one I was showing you, the telephone audit, you could do it, the doctor could do it when you're on site, or you can assign it to an office manager. So it just depends on who you want it, who's over it, and who you want to kind of fill it out.
Okay.
I don't have a data for this one, but I want to show it because I really like it. I'm going to go to our library. This is our builder. This is how you either create your own or edit ones, but or edit the ones you want to, of ours that we give you. But this is a building audit. It's 36 questions. It covers every single thing that you would really need to know about the building. So if you go on site as a coach or a consultant once a month or once a quarter, you could actually just quickly, takes probably 10 minutes to walk through the building and quickly score the building on everything. I mean, it really covers everything outside. It covers, reception lobby area. It covers patient restrooms. It covers patient treatment rooms. And so these are the questions, and you just literally audit how the building is, right? And then you can give the score to the doctor after every visit and say, this is what I'm seeing as an outsider coming in. Your issues, your lobby is really messy, or your bathrooms aren't clean. So again, giving this valuable data to the doctor they've never had before with this kind of system.
Gotcha.
The other things you can do, I don't have these examples, but the other things you can do, or I've seen done, ordering, checklist ordering, like supply ordering. So every month you create a list of supplies that need to be ordered, and then you assign the checklist out to an employee or a team of employees, and they have to check it off as they submit, or at least go through inventory and see which supplies need to be ordered. This is your world. I mean, your world's all about systems, and so I'm sure you have a lot of systems that you can build as a checklist or an audit. It really is any kind of system, any program that you want to build, you can put into as a checklist or an audit through this tool.
Yeah, that was my question, because I do have my own checklists, and if I uploaded them, I can create my own and upload them here, correct?
Oh, of course. Everything
and customize
is fully customizable. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, because I'm sure a lot of other consultants have their own checklist as well. So to upload them here, and then just enter the information, that would be very beneficial to make sure that they're for accountability once again. So.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Cool. So those are the three that I think kind of lead, like that I found as I've worked with a lot of different coaches and consultants, and I've loved the partnerships I've built. Those really are the three that become super valuable and used quite often. I'll quickly do the other two so that you kind of get the full scope, Candace, of what we offer. Performance reviews, these are the ability to help a doctor run performance reviews. So it really is allowing you to be able to come in, and again, this is all sanitized, so let's go into one of these employees, right, that we have. And this is called a 360, where you can have multiple people review an employee on competencies that it should be important for the employee to have. We spent years building out or researching what kind of competencies should dental employees be strong in. We have general competencies that regardless, Candace, of what job position they are, they should be strong in. We also have very specific job-related competencies. So hygienists, assistants, front desk, that they should be strong in. And then you basically just have the team evaluate each other. You can set up, you can choose who evaluates who, right? You don't want somebody who doesn't work with somebody else evaluating them. And so you can choose, and then they just sends out an email to the employees that says, you've been assigned a performance review. They click on the link. They usually always evaluate themselves. That's normally you set it up so they evaluate themselves. Then this example, they had the employees get evaluated by their direct reports and by their peers. You can set it up however you want. You can have more than 3 teams. You can have 5 teams if you want. You can have the doctor as one of these columns. And then here's each one of your competencies. And then here's how each of those teams scored that employee. So doctors, they love the idea of doing performance reviews, and they love the theory of it, like let's do these, but they have a hard time doing them because they don't know how to do them, and they're like, I don't want to do it on paper. That'll take too long. I don't have a tool. So coaches usually just say, Dr. Jones, I have a tool here that you can use. I'll give it to you. It's already built. You do it yourself, and then the doctor can just run with it and do all their performance reviews on this tool.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the task management tool is the last system or last product in our tool, our suite. And this is really just the ability to assign tasks to employees. The employees have to check the tasks off. They're usually very behavior tasks. That's the difference between checklists and tasks. Checklists are like processes, systems, right?
Yes.
Tasks are very behavior based. It's like, I want you to do this. I want you to, you train, let's say as a coach, you train them on something, and then you want them to track that they're doing like the application part, right? It's a 2-part. Not in my mind, if you're really going to train them right, it's 2 parts. It's a teaching part and then an application part. And they have to apply the application if they really want to get the full value of the training. Well, you can do all the learning management you want in this tool, but unless they apply it, it's not going to go the full, you're not going to get everything out of it. And so the task management is really where it helps you, allows you to assign these tasks that you want them to do as part of the training, or just standalone tasks. I mean, it could be anything. You can have sub tasks. So you can say, I want, close the office right here. This is a really simple, very basic task, and it's just for demo purposes. But there could be 3 steps, right? Every day, I need you to turn the lights off. I need you to lock the doors and shut the windows. And you can actually set it up, pre-schedule it so it goes out every day, Monday through Friday. So the team gets this, and then if someone checks it off, it removes it from everyone else's tasks as well. So it's really cool that way.
Would they have to log in, obviously, to state, to check that they did the task?
That's a great question, and the answer is yes. So this is the only tool. All the other tools, the employee doesn't have to log in. Even the learning library, if you assign them a course, they get a link in an email, and they can click on the course, and they can actually just take the course right from their email. Still tracks who they are, still has an ID that knows who they are. But the tasks, they do have to have a login, but they don't have all this other admin stuff. Really, they just have this My Tasks page right here. And then it outlines all of the tasks that are due today, open, overdue, completed. And then there's a little check mark. When they're done, they check it off.
Okay, great.
So I don't know, thoughts, questions, ideas, how you could use this, use cases?
No, this is great because even the assessments, a lot of coaches and consultants, when they are taking on a potential client, they do a practice evaluation first. With that information, we can put under the assessments, just as my login, they don't have access to it. It's just, I can't remember, you said the parent company,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Where I log in.
the master portal for the coach.
Yes.
Yep.
The master portal. So I can put all of my information in there of what I have assessed and evaluated when I first go in.
Yep, for sure.
Okay. And then that's,
data, everything there.
Great. Yeah, because I, ask a bunch of questions about as far as what software they're using, how long they've been practicing, if it's multiple locations, as you said, general specialty, all of that. And how many employees they have. So great, that's good to know that I can go in and write all my notes in there. And that's what I'm struggling with. Like right now I'm keeping file folders for each one, and then, trying to remember which which folder I put in which information. So
yeah,
it gets a little crazy, but
yeah,
no, I can definitely see the benefit to this.
Yeah, I think you nailed it perfectly. And it's where it talks about it's a client management and a team management. Like, so
Yeah.
if you're a coach, it gives you so much value in being able to manage your clients, but it also gives you a ton of value to be able to impact the team. And I think that's the double whammy that is so powerful for the coach or consultant, is the management of your clients and the one-stop shop, kind of idea that I was talking about, and then the ability to impact your team, the team members, and have influence on them while through an e-learning, through an online tool, a cloud-based system that you don't have to be necessarily on site all the time, to still have just as much or maybe even a greater impact on the client and on your teams.
Yeah, that's definitely an added bonus, because when I first, scheduled this with you, I just thought it was organizing for the coach and the consultant to keep all of their information. So that's definitely an added bonus, like you said, where the clients to manage themselves.
Honestly, Candace, we have found a ton of coaches be able to close more deals because of that. Because really the message is, like, you work with me, you're going to get all my incredible services that I offer, but as part of that package, you get this technology tool that is my portal. I'm giving you an access to a portal, and it has helped a lot of coaches close a lot of deals, because the doctor sees there's lots of deep value in the relationship with the coach.
Right, because then the client can actually hold the coach and the consultant accountable as well.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, to make sure that they're getting their money's worth.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of money.
On that point too, Candace, it helps what we've heard, right? I'm not a dental coach or consultant, but what I've heard from a lot of my friends who use the tool say they've struggled in the past to be able to show the doctor how much impact they've had on the practice, right? It's really hard to quantify as a coach to the doctor, it's worth paying me because, this is a relationship that is worth a monetary value because I'm giving you something, right? But it's really it's been hard to what's that something, right? It's hard. Well, the team's happier, your financials are gonna, but it's like, okay, was that really you, or was that something else, right? With market. But this gives you all the data you need as a coach to be able to show the doctor, this is the kind of impact I'm having, and the doctor can't, it's literally quantified data that cannot be argued with.
Yeah, exactly. And they can see their team morale where it was really low, hopefully increase. So
and I'd even show you on that part, we have a compare button where you actually can compare multiple assessments. So you can say, I want this assessment, and it actually creates a report, and we'll give you, and you can do more than 2, you can do as many as you want, and it will create a trending report that will show you what's going up and what's going down.
A graph. Okay.
As well.
All right. So the big final question, obviously, is cost.
Yep. Great question. So I think I think it's good to share context purposes to tell you we have 2 pricing structures. One that is applicable to the doctors if they don't work with a coach or consultant. I share that so for context, to understand the value that we bring to a partnership with a coach. That cost is $99 a month per rooftop. So if a doctor or if a dental practice comes to us without a coach or consultant, it would be $99 a month that they would pay per rooftop. That's it. Unlimited usage, unlimited access, employees, all of that. If a coach wants to use this, so Candace, if you'd want to use this, we would set this up at $39 a month per rooftop per client. I would say most of the time, a lot of our coaches, their clients are just one rooftops, right? So you can probably, for easy math, we'll just say, let's leave it a 1-to-1 ratio, one rooftop to one client. So if you have 10 clients, we would offer that at $39 a month per client. There's no contract. And so that'd be basically $390. We do, because it's such an aggressive price, we do require you to roll it across all of your clients. It's not something that you charge your clients more for. We want this, it's so low that we just want you to bake it into your cost that you're already charging your clients. So you can say, again, you don't pay extra for this. This is just, if you work with me, you get this amazing software tool that's already baked into my offering. So that's kind of how that works, is the $39. If a coach does want to just kind of do it with a few, but not across all of theirs, or bake it into their offering, we can work with them on a smaller discounted from $99, but really it's the $39 that becomes really attractive to most coaches.
Right. And I'm sorry, you said that $39, they have to have at least 10 clients?
No, they just have to roll it across all their client base.
Okay, gotcha.
Clients. So if you have 5 clients, it's 5 times 39. If you have 20 clients, it's 20 times 39.
Gotcha.
And then if you have, like, let's say you have 10 clients, but you're like, I don't want to do it across all 10. I want to do it across 3. We could give you a little bit better price than $99, but it would be towards the $99 a month.
Okay, great. I know at the beginning I was like taking notes and everything, but I'm so glad you're recording this, so I could just stop and listen. So yeah, if you can send me this recording and I'll just review it and then go from there. I'm going to reach out to some of my other colleagues as well. So.
Yeah, let me just stop the screen share there. Yes, Candace, I'll do that. But yeah, the price, I don't want to be too confusing. It's just the $39 is probably the one. Just $39 across all your clients, and no contract is really what it boils down to. So. Right.
I didn't know you guys are also advertising to practice owners without a coach, just to have this on their own. That's good. Dental Intel does kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Ours is a little different. Obviously the product is different, but also the partnership that we do with Dental Intel. We know Dental Intel. They're just right up the street. We're in Utah with them. So I know quite a few pretty senior level and some of the founders over there. Great friends of ours.
Yes, they're great people.
Stuff they're good people over there. But yeah, so we have, because we have doctors and DSOs that want to use our tool that don't work with the coach, but we really push and promote our partners, our coaches and those consultants who do use our system. So there's actually lots of practices that say, hey, I need some help, and we go to our resource of our coaches and consultants who use our tool. So yeah.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much for the information.
Absolutely. Anything else I can help you with? I'll send this recording. I can send you some one page, any documentation I can send over. I'll just send you some things that I have, like a one pager. We have a website. I'll make sure you can do access, and then this recording, and then we'll just touch base soon, and we'll kind of see what next steps are.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Candace.
All right, thank you.